Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. So today's question comes from Mohammed in London, and he's asked me, Matt, how do you write engaging headlines? Okay, so what I want to show you guys, this is a brand new site we've been working on, and headlines are everything. Headlines on your YouTube videos, headlines even on Facebook if you're going to send people to a link. It really is learning how to write copy, and especially headlines is one of the higher leveraged activities that you can do. Especially headlines. I mean, you could have the very best, let's say we're talking about an email, you could have the very best email copy ever done. You could go and pay an email copywriter $500 to write a really, really good email. Okay, one of the best in the world. But if you have a poor subject line that doesn't actually get the email opened, no one's ever going to see it. So we need headlines that induce people to want to click. So what you can see here, this is a brand new website that we are working on, and we're going to release this soon. You will see it probably in the next 5 days, and this is going to be one of our main sites. Okay, but I have a full-time team of content writers. And have a look at some of these headlines we're using here. Okay, so let me point out some good ones, and then we'll look at why they're actually good. How studying failure makes business owners successful. So that's a little bit of a contradiction. If you can take two things that normally wouldn't go together, and you can juxtapose or have them in the same headline where they contradict one another, or they wouldn't normally appear together, that can often get people's attention. The one big difference that makes you wealthy, have a look at this one. Everyone out there, they're looking for the one big thing or the one secret. So if you can have that promise in your article or your email, whatever it is, that's great. What does it take to be the next Mark Zuckerberg? So leveraging a really well-known person that in our space, if I'm writing for entrepreneurs, people aspire to be like Mark Zuckerberg, or at least to have his results. Multi-billionaire, so you know that can be good. You can do a list. Okay, look at these two: real estate career killers, 6 pitfalls to avoid. Okay, what are the 6 or 5 reasons to embrace? This one's actually not that good. Okay, but if you can have a list like the 7 secrets of, or 3 reasons why people fail, whatever. Okay, you actually have a number. Here's another one: 8 critical social media trends that small businesses must understand. And I also like to see odd numbers too, like this one here: 9 killer tips for starting your own real estate business. This is also good too. When you can leverage a celebrity who everyone knows, people are naturally fascinated by celebrities. That's why they read all those magazines about celebrities that you sometimes find yourself reading and thinking, who actually reads this stuff? Okay, so we're starting to do it quite a bit in this website. Like this one here, another celebrity, Donald Trump. Right now, Donald Trump is getting a lot of exposure around the world because he's running for president. Okay, so when you have a celebrity who's hot in the media right at this point in time, you can leverage off of their name, okay, because everyone's seeing Donald Trump. Okay, so that's exactly what we do here. Let's have a look for some more. This one here, again, this is not a celebrity, but this is something going on in the news right now. Ashley Madison, the dating agency, worth somewhere around $100 million, where married people can actually go and have an affair. Okay, they can. That's what the website's all about. And their data was recently hacked, so it's all over the news right now. So we're leveraging that in this article. What else do we have? Okay, so you can see that all of this content, this is obviously tailored towards business owners. Okay, this is the niche that we're going to focus on, business, because we're all about business education. Here's another one: Kim Kardashian, so leveraging a celebrity. And we're also starting to use photos as well, because people are very visual. So when they see a celebrity's face that they recognize, that can be a great way to get their attention. So I'm going to advise you to do one thing. I want you to go to Google and and search for 100 greatest headlines of all time. And you're going to see a bunch of links come up. Click on just about any one of them. I already clicked on this one here. Okay, and what they've done is they've compiled a list of really good direct response headlines that have been written. Okay, now some of these lists, depending on which website you go to, not only do they tell you what the headline is, but they tell you why it's so great. And I remember when I was starting out in this industry, I used to study this stuff. You know, I still look at it from time to time. But you look at, these are some of the most successful headlines ever written as far as advertising campaigns that were launched and that made a lot of money, did really, really well. So it's worth studying what are they and why are they so successful. Okay, what you do is you want to print this off, put it near your computer. Whenever you're writing subject lines for your emails or a blog post headline or whatever it is, you can actually look to this and you can draw inspiration from it. And often you can just change it around slightly. Okay, you can find one of them. Let's have a look right now. Let's have a look. Do you do any of these 10 embarrassing things? Okay, so this headline, what's the trigger here? This is very much curiosity. What are these 10 things? And we want to know because no one wants to be embarrassed. No one wants to be judged by others in a negative way. Okay, so we naturally want to know, well, hey, maybe I'm doing one or two of these things. What are they? I better check and make sure I'm not doing them. So let's say we're in the marketing niche and we're marketing to business owners who want to build their business. We could do something like when selling face-to-face, do you make any of these? I don't know. That's terrible. You can tell that I'm thinking off the cuff here, but you get the point. Okay, we can substitute things around for whatever niche we're in, and we can just change a few of these words. Okay, so you don't want to be inventing things from scratch. You want to find what works in marketing, and then you want to tweak it, make it original, so it's your own. Don't copy. Make it your own, and then use that, because clearly, if it's worked before, then it's got a much greater likelihood of working again. Okay, so hopefully you find that helpful. Right now I'm in London. After 6 weeks on the road, I'm actually flying out tonight to get back home to KL. But I just wanted to share this with you. Hopefully that's helpful. We'll speak soon.